The following program is suitable for family viewing. Well, non-family members can join in too.
Hello and welcome to an amazing episode of Taste Buds. My name is Chef Renee, and with me I have my sous chef, Chef Bay.
Hi, Chef.
How are you doing today?
Well,
thank you for joining me. Okay, today we have a very interesting dish lined up for you. I'm sure you know about this dish. It's not new to you. It's not new to anybody in the world, but we're going to prepare it and it's going to be classic. So, like I said to you before, it's not a dish that is new to you, but we're going to prepare it and it's going to be just awesome. Now, let us meet the ingredients that come together to make that awesome dish called spaghetti and meatballs. I told you, sounds familiar? That's right. So, let's meet the ingredients. Okay, we have black pepper, we have bouillon cubes, we have salt, we have tomato paste, we have onions chopped, we have vegetable oil, we have 1 egg, we have parsley, we have garlic, we have minced meat, we have breadcrumbs, we have olive oil, we have Parmesan cheese, finely grated, we have tomatoes chopped whole in their sauce, we have of course spaghetti, and we have chili peppers, we have basil, and of course some water. Now, let's get cooking. First of all, what do you think we should do? We should get the spaghetti going. That's right. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do that. Just put that in there and just let that boil away. Do you like spaghetti bolognese?
Spaghetti is my favorite.
I know. I was just teasing you because I know that you love spaghetti bolognese. That's why I was asking you about that one. So a little bit of oil goes in there as per usual whenever we're making spaghetti or any kind of pasta. Some salt. And we just leave that to just boil away, okay? Now, while that is going on, we get to the meatballs, which is the main reason everything today, okay? So we're going to take the meat. We'll take the breadcrumbs, the Parmesan. We take some onions. We take some salt, some black pepper, a little bit of chili pepper, and of course, our egg. Chef Bay, can you chop some garlic there for me? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna get with it. So we put our meat in a bowl that's gonna make it easy for us to mix in everything that we're going to be adding in today. So a little bit of the breadcrumbs, about 2-3 tablespoons of the breadcrumbs goes in there. And this is to hold it together so it doesn't fall apart. Also, the egg is for the same thing. It's a binding agent. It binds everything together as well. So in goes the eggs. We put in the black pepper. Just a dash. A little bit of salt. Some of that chili pepper, depending on how much heat you like. I like a lot of heat in my food. Of course, some of the Parmesan cheese, depending on how cheesy you want your meatballs, huh? Cheesy meatballs. Okay, so now we just mix everything together. A little bit of the onions will go in there as well, and some of the garlic that Chef Pei is preparing.
Okay, they're ready now.
Awesome, pour that in. Thank you. And we just want to just mix them together. Make sure everything is well incorporated in there. Just mix, mix, mix. Some people don't like this. They think that is yucky, yucky, yucky. So they'll probably wear a glove or something. But you know, if you're not gonna want to get dirty in the kitchen, then don't be in the kitchen. What do you think?
Is this all of the seasoning we're going to be adding to?
Well, yeah, for this particular stage of the meatballs, that's it. Some people go ahead and do a little bit more. You can put some oregano, some dry parsley, some dry basil, you know, all of the dry herbs. Some people put some more herbs in there, depending on what you like. But we are just going to keep it simple today. Yes.
You know, many of us Africans, we feel that whenever we're preparing a dish, especially involving meat, we have to add bouillon cubes. That's why I asked.
Yes. There is going to be bouillon cubes in this, but that's going to come in the sauce, not in the
meat.
Yes, we're good with just a little bit of salt, like I said in this. You know, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but the first time that I got into my class in culinary school and we were asked to prepare something. Well, no, my chef instructor was going to prepare something, and he only cooked with just salt and butter.
I think he told me that.
And I tasted the dish, and it was so nice. I almost went crazy because I'm thinking to myself, did you just put only salt in there? No bouillon cubes? Oh my God. But since then, I was a believer. Anytime I had to cook something, I don't necessarily use a bouillon cube. I just, you know, salt and pepper. So yeah, that's what we're doing here today.
Okay.
So I think it's time for you to also get your hands dirty. Just gonna roll this into about 2-inch balls, not too big. One thing about the spaghetti meatball is you can please anybody with this. Children, adults, grandpa, grandma.
I think that's the small.
Yeah, that's probably for your mouth. Anybody would love this dish. It's a real comfort food. Yes, that's what I call it, comfort food. Now they look like buddies, don't they?
They do.
All right, you keep doing that and I'll do something else.
All right, no
Just
problem.
gonna wash my hands. So to make our sauce, just gonna take a little bit of olive oil in the pan and let that get somewhat hot. There you go. I'm just gonna let that get hot. How's it going there?
Fine.
Look at that, you're
Looking
going so
beautiful
fast.
already.
Yes, he looks beautiful. We can't eat this now, this is raw.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, when it comes to meatballs, it doesn't mean that you have to use just beef, minced beef for your meatballs. You can use chicken, you can use lamb, you can use pork, as long as it's minced. You can use any form of meat that you like, to make your meatballs, not necessarily beef. Okay? Just waiting for that to get really nice and hot. And then we will hit it with our onions. Let's do a test. Not yet
Not
there.
yet.
Okay. A little bit of a sizzle lets you know you're ready. And you just want to cook the onions till they're translucent. That means they're like clear, not brown. You don't want any color in them. You just want them to be good and soft. Once you do that, you want to hit it with your tomato paste so that you can cook all that tomato taste and that tomato flavor out of it. You don't want it too sharp in whatever it is you're doing. Okay, seems like we're ready for our pasta. Just without breaking, just gonna arrange our pasta in there and let them just soften up and cook. Okay. So Chef Pei,
Yes, chef.
tell me, apart from pasta or spaghetti, what other kind of food do you like the most?
You would not believe me if I tell you anyways.
Tell me, I want to know.
Egg and dodo. I tell you.
Okay. And do you have a special way that you prepare that fried plantain, aka dodo, and eggs?
Well, the usual way, but I don't like mine very soft.
So you put a little spin on it. Maybe one of these days you're gonna teach us your recipe.
And I like it very salty, which is very unusual.
But you like
prefer it
salty
very
eggs.
salty.
Why do you like salty eggs?
I don't know. I just do.
One of these days, you're going to teach us how to make your eggs. Maybe take down the salt a little bit though.
No problem.
We don't want too much salt. Okay, in goes our tomatoes, whole tomatoes, and the sauce. That's just gonna give it a very nice red color.
We're done with the meatballs now.
Awesome. So what do we do with that next? We fry them. We're gonna fry our meatballs lightly. Just gonna get that started for you. I love pasta dishes because they're so easy to cook, but they look so elegant. You notice that I tend to do a lot of pasta dishes. That's because they're so super easy to cook. Super easy. In about 8 to 9 minutes, your pasta is done, depending on what kind of pasta it is. And then you add the sauce to it, whatever kind of sauce it is you're doing. And if you're making the sauce simultaneously to when you're making the pasta, you find out that in about 15-20 minutes, you have your pasta dish on your table. I mean, how much more good can life be?
I think that's one of the favorite reasons why I love pasta.
Yeah,
Easy to
15
cook.
minutes. Yes.
And you're done.
Yes, exactly. I see you're onto something there. Okay.
Okay, so what are we doing
with
here?
some oil.
Okay.
You don't want too much of the oil. I mean, we want to fry it, but it's not a deep fry.
Okay.
We want to cook it through, and we also want to get some color on it. So
Okay. So we're frying the meatballs.
yes, we're frying the meatballs.
What if I don't like oil? Is there any other way I can make my meatballs without frying?
Smart question. Of course, you don't have to always fry your meatballs.
Okay.
Sometimes you can make it in the oven. You can bake your meatballs, put them in the oven, say about 180 to 220 degrees, and cook them for about 10 minutes because they're really small, so they cook really fast and it's minced meat.
Okay.
So yeah, 10-15 minutes, 180, 220, you're good. And you have great meatballs, well seasoned, nice meatballs.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. So I leave you to take charge on the meatballs. I'm gonna add my bouillon cubes now. Chef Bay, just like
Yes.
you're asking.
Okay.
I might put in 2 bouillon cubes in the sauce. Okay. Just let that simmer in there. Incorporate it in there. And I'm just gonna cover that up a little bit. And I'm gonna chop some of my herbs because they go in the sauce. I chop some basil. See that my basil's flying around? Let's just put a little bit of salt in there.
So what are we preparing now? What's the basil for?
That's going in the sauce to give it a little bit more flavor.
Flavor, okay.
Yes, because tomato sauce and basil is like the best thing that could ever happen to tomato sauce.
Oh.
Yes. So we're putting a little bit of basil in there just to help it along. In the sauce it goes. Oh, look at the contrast. It looks so nice already. Just really pretty. And a nice color in the meatballs.
I have to keep turning so I don't get one side burnt.
Yes, we have to make sure they're brown on all sides evenly. And that's the best way to go. Put this right here. And now again, for people who like a little bit of heat, you want to put a little bit of pepper, chili pepper, in your tomato sauce. I mean, in Nigeria, people love heat. And I think in Africa as well, not just Nigeria, people love the heat in their food. So a little bit of pepper never hurt anybody. There you go. And that's the good stuff right there too. So just stir that in. Just leave that to cook some more. It's surprising that even though this dish originally originated from Italy, we eat it everywhere in the world right now. They eat it everywhere. There's nowhere where spaghetti and meatballs are not eaten and enjoyed. Like everybody enjoys a good bowl of spaghetti and meatballs.
Meatballs are ready.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And the sauce looks like it's ready to take our meatballs as well. So we might get into it. Let's just do the honors one at a time. Drop them in there. And just let them cook. You don't want to crowd your pot. So I'm just going to stir that. Oh, look at that. I'm totally ready. I'm tempted to taste it because it looks so good. But back when I was in culinary school, it was a big issue getting me to taste dishes, and actually got a few points deducted from my marks because I wouldn't taste my food. I didn't know my chef instructors were always watching me, and they'll go like, Renee, taste your food. And I'd be like, oh, I'm sure it tastes fine. And I don't know why I don't like to taste my food while I'm cooking, but it always comes out right. It comes out fine, so I don't feel like there's a problem.
I can testify to that. Always comes out fine.
Exactly. So I don't know about that. But right now, this makes me want to taste it. Like I want to just put it in my mouth, you know, and just taste it. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But this I will taste, because the best way to get your spaghetti to know if it's cooked properly is, well, to either test it by cutting it like that, or you can do the taste test. About a minute or two more, and then we'll be ready for that one. We're gonna leave this to simmer on for a little bit. So we have our plate ready. Our sauce is saying hello. Just gonna do a nice little dish. Nice little plate. A big bowl of goodness right here. That looks yummy. Can't wait. Look at that. Wow. Can't wait to put this on a plate. And yum, yum, yum. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. I'm gonna hit this with some parsley for the contrast, the taste. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This looks very beautiful.
I can't wait to dig in. If I went to a restaurant and this was all they served me, I will be very happy. I'll be very gracious to the chef, because this is comfort. Now it's time for us to taste. I'm excited about tasting. I love pasta dishes so much. So excited every time we have to taste them. I know you're excited too, right? I get first taste because I'm executive chef.
No problem.
Head chef.
I agree.
And then you're a sous chef, so you get second taste. But I'll be nice and grab you first. So here you go.
Thank you, chef.
There you go. Oh, where do I start from? Where do I start from? I'm gonna eat into some of the meatballs. Oh Lord, that looks just amazing.
Chef, this is torture.
I know, right? I'm torturing myself. I'm torturing you. I'm torturing you.
Can I go now? Thank you. Okay.
That's right. That's what I thought. You good, girl. We definitely knew that one. We definitely knew that. That was a great dish.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I have for you the tips for today. Actually, the tip for today, after working with garlic, rub your hands vigorously on your stainless steel sink for 30 seconds before washing them. That will definitely help remove the odor of garlic from your hands. Lest you go into a place and you're smelling of food and garlic and everybody's like, who walked in? No. Just make sure you rub your hand on your stainless steel sink for 30 seconds and that just gets the smell right off your hands. I've had a fantastic time bringing you this episode, and I'm sure that Chef Bay has had a great time too.
I had fun. Thank you, Chef.
Awesome. If you have any comments, suggestions, or you'd like to get in touch with us, we have our address, the social media addresses scrolling up on the screen. Just hit us up there. And if you want to ask me a question or you have a dish that you have made and you just want to come into the kitchen with me, hashtag Ask Chef Renee is where to go. Thank you very much for letting us bring you this fantastic episode. Until we come your way again, it's us signing out of here. Cook with love.
Can I go now? Thank you. Okay.
And that's how you know a good plate of pasta. Director, this girl is not skilled in tasting pasta.